go through here? No. Alright. Sounded heard from beyond the door, but I did not hear anything, even with headphones. I normally think I just didn't hear anything because, I don't know, maybe it's too quiet, or I wasn't paying attention or something. I can go through here? Okay, I guess I'll explore this place real fast, although I'm not sure it has a point. Come on, I want to check out the bathrooms. What's in the girls' bathroom? He looks like he was kind of over here, like, contemplating in distress. Shake it off, man. Okay, there you go. If you're not in course, okay. Oh, all right, that's enough. It's too much of a good thing. If you're not in close quarters, and there's not multiple nurses or doctors, they're no big deal. Maybe if I was ever gonna dress up for Halloween, I like never do, but if I was, I think I would maybe be like a puppet doctor. Or no, I'd probably just be Harry. Oh, Harry isn't scary, but I remember I started liking brown jackets because of Harry. Because I liked the look of his character in the cutscenes. In the game, his rendering isn't that great, but in the cutscenes, I like just like jeans and like a brown jacket. Okay, now it's the nurses again. Come on. Fuck off! Okay. They still latch onto you. I kind of forgot about that. But they're still not nearly as bad as the mumblers. Okay, guys. Oh, okay. I don't think that hurts you. Run. I like the noises they make. It sounds weird. It does sound like a human in some sort of inhuman state. And the way they swipe looks really weird, and the way the parasite on their back like wiggles around before you kick it. And it's cool that you actually kick the parasite. Hey, ammo, damn. I've been using a lot of it. I must have had like over 200 shots here. Okay. You gotta go to the morgue, right? Apparently not. Oh, that's not the morgue, that's the boiler room. Okay. You already did stuff with the boiler room, you don't need to do it. Okay, like pretty much the best weapon in the game. It's not, but it's the best weapon in a regular game. In fact, the hammer is so good, it's ridiculous. The hammer should not be this good. It basically makes it where honestly it takes a lot of the fear out, because if you run out of ammo, okay, not 3 times Harry, it doesn't matter because you got this ridiculous hammer. See, look at that. Okay, I think Dead Space borrowed. Oh, come on, ladies. I think Dead Space kind of borrowed some Silent Hill aspects of enemies being behind you. Okay, I was saying the hammer was good, and then getting grabbed like a motherfucker. Fuck you. I will not die, I refuse. Okay. But yeah, it repels them backwards, it stuns them out of attack, and it's just... Oh, her collision detection is gone, but... I mean, it just swings with such oomph. It's got a little bit of oomph, it's, put a little oomph in there. There's an M-Howl, M-Huel, Ample. I've heard all 3 pronunciations. Don't feel like checking it out? Oh, okay then. And that was the morgue. Yeah, you gotta go to the morgue, but it's not Resident Evil, so nothing rises up from the morgue. I don't think there's any point to go. Does the elevator... Can you go in? Yeah, but I don't think I need to use it. Oh yeah, you can't just... It's no, you can't just go to the door. You gotta do this. I remember when I used to get lost and I didn't know exactly where to go when I would play. I would constantly be fucking around with that screen. But if it's a beeping noise, it's clearly a basement room for some reason. Every basement room makes a beeping noise when you open the door. Okay, that took a little longer to load than I cared for. It really didn't take that long. The loading times might have actually been a fair amount longer if you played it on the original PlayStation. I've never done that. Although I do have a PlayStation, but I don't have all the cords and everything anymore. And you really don't. It really doesn't matter if you have PlayStation 2. If you have PlayStation 2, you have a PlayStation 1. which is one of the reasons why PlayStation 2 is by far one of my favorite consoles. Okay, where haven't I explored? Okay, yeah, and this gives you the opportunity to go through the second floor, I believe. Come here, bitch. You're not sexy enough to be in Silent Hill. I love the way they just lay on the ground and waddle around and, like, well, not waddle up, writhe and torment. Look, you can see up her dress, but it's, I don't know what's going on with her flesh. It's like some weird chunk of flesh with legs coming out. I hear static. Okay, that was easy. You see, the hammer's ridiculous. It's too powerful. I don't think the hammer should be this powerful. Slate, nothing more, nothing less. You got more graded floor. I like that with the pipes coming out. It looks like it's a unfinished, or actually no, it looks like an old, like, condemned building. I don't think this has any point as of yet. I like the names they come up with for the puzzles, like Lydia Findley. I have a friend named Trevor. I don't know, an old friend named Trevor. We don't really hang out anymore. But okay. Where am I going here? I don't think, can I go through here yet? But it's just locked, so. But yeah, it looks like an old condemned building that's been, like, on fire or something. But, you know, rust and graded flooring and everything, those are the other worlds in Silent Hill 1, and it looks really cool. It's like the quintessential other world for me. A lighter. He had a lighter at the beginning of the game, but I guess when he died in his dream, I mean, that's not clear. Is it his dream? Is it Alessa's dream? Did it even really happen? Of that, in the very beginning, I'm not entirely sure, and the game leaves you wondering that. Oh yeah, a beautiful home. Violets in the garden. Doesn't get any gayer than that. Oh, maybe it does. Unavoidable sleeping time, and then it just gets weird. The liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. That's so. Honestly, that's like awful teen angst lyrics or something. That poem is pretty fucking gay. And it's also one of the more challenging puzzles for me, because when you start giving me, like, when I'm supposed to, like, decipher poetry, although I did it fine with the piano puzzle, but that one's, like, easiest, I mean, that one's easy and obvious. I keep combining words this recording. I can't do anything here. I mean, what is that? Okay. I don't have what I need to do to get to that point just yet. Okay, so I think I'm done with this particular section of the hospital. Yeah. I gotta get to the other side. I don't really remember how. But the hospital is still pretty easy. It's pretty easy, like, as far as figuring out what to do on puzzle-wise. Okay, is this the right area? No, it is not. Or maybe I keep going up, actually. Oh, well, that's not the right room, but that's cool. You can't keep going. I mean, yeah, that's awesome. Silent Hill, like I kept saying before, it changes physical objects, you know, and it makes you wonder what's real. You really don't know what is real in a Silent Hill game, and that's awesome. You know, well, in this Silent Hill in particular, which is why it's my favorite, Silent Hill 2, it does that as well, but then it becomes pretty clear what is real and what isn't. Oh, wait a second, there's a door I didn't check. I'm actually kind of glad that, I thought I'd done everything, because I forgot that it just led to a wall. So that area, that fourth floor... Okay, yeah, okay, I missed something. Or maybe I didn't. I know the item that I missed. Damn it, I just found it without even trying my last playthrough. I think it might be down in the basement. But, I'm gonna stop for a second. Alright, it was on the floor I think I was initially on. Which is fucking annoying. I came in this room, and somehow I missed every item. Sometimes I really hate myself, but this was the item that I needed. Can't go through there. Where is that room with that tentacle monster? Which is like the only monster with tentacles in a true Silent Hill game. Okay, second one. I consider the true Silent Hill games the games made by Team Silent. The ones made by, I don't even remember the team's name. I know Climax is one of them. There's another one, but, you know, all those other ones, they're blasphemous abominations that were just made to make money. They're not, they are not, you know, an artistic, creative vision at all. Did he not mark the room with we didn't write, like, okay, this room has, like, a weird tentacle thing sticking out of it. You probably shouldn't mess with it. This isn't the room. I thought it was on the second floor. God damn it. Still a little lost. Maybe it's 204. Yes, it is. Oh, it makes weird slurping noises. Interesting. But you can kind of see that it appears to be slurping up some blood on the floor. It will hurt you if you go near it, so you throw a knife at it. Yeah, I would have probably thrown it, like, directly at it, which wouldn't have helped. I don't even know if this thing can really... I mean, it can kill you, but I don't think you're going to kill it by it. So yeah, it doesn't even hurt you once you do that, so... Because I fucking missed an entire... Well, I didn't miss the entire room. That's not true. I missed all the items in the room. I don't know how... I must have just been talking and not paying attention to what I was saying. But okay. Ugh. I remember one time when I was playing this, like, my internet connection was out, and I was talking on the phone to my friend, and I couldn't figure out the puzzle, and I was like, hey man, just look it up online and tell me the solution to the puzzle. You know, I'll give it a shot. Clouds flowing over a hill. It's kind of a sunny day, so it'll be white, blue, orange, green, purple, yellow, not sure, red. So, white, blue, and orange, I believe. Okay. So here's blue. So white, blue, because there's already a white one in there, and then orange, and what was the third one? I guess it's all color association. White, blue, orange. Okay, green, purple, yellow? Not sure, red. Green, okay, I can't remember all of them. Okay, green, purple, I don't want to remember anyway. And then green, purple, and I think it was dandelions. White, blue, orange, green, purple, yellow, I guess black, red. Okay, so yellow. I'll give it a shot. I don't want to remove any plate, goddammit. I wish I could. Okay, that interactive is a little annoying. Green, or yellow, I mean, and then that one's black. So then put this on it. Red. Aha! I don't know how I can figure that out. That's actually really simple. Okay. I think I just didn't even try when I was younger. I wanted to, like, bring the hammer down on it literally. So here's the, I think the other side of the third or second floor. I don't even remember which floor I'm on. But yeah, my first foray into experiencing Silent Hill was the movie. I actually went on a date with a girlfriend I had that when I started playing the games, I remember we had, like, broken up, and I was really upset about it, which is interesting. But I remember I pretended to have played the game because when I was younger, I was just a compulsive liar. I lied about anything and everything for no reason. I don't know why. Like my girlfriend was going to be impressed that I played Silent Hill. She had played video games, you know. She was a girl. But we went to go see the movie, and when I had, when I was like 16 and had, no emotional connection to the games whatsoever, I thought the movie was good. But when I started playing the game, I was like, this movie is just a blasphemous abomination. They don't use Harry or Cheryl. They use the same basic plot, but they throw in Pyramid Head, and they have the lying figures or patient demon enemies, and like Twin Perfect called her Butch Dyke Sybil, which I don't like Butch Dyke Sybil at all. I don't like how Cheryl is Sharon. It's just, let me just change one little thing. I don't like that. Dahlia is all wrong, and it wasn't like a Coven type of, this game had nothing to do with like a Coven type game. It didn't have, there was no relation to the Crucible. There were no witches or anything, but I guess it's one thing, you can't move with the hammer, but I guess that just made it too powerful. It's already too powerful, but yeah, the movie bucket sucks. Also, the movie really cemented people thinking the whole, like, multiple dimensions thing. And, that's just not nearly as scary or interesting as reality changing. Also, the directors and writers clearly didn't understand, like, how perception is different, and that was a big part of, like, personal perception is a huge part of Silent Hill's horror. Not so much this game, much more the second and third game, but it is in this game. But yeah, this could have made a really cool movie, and I really like Harry, so I would have liked to have seen Harry in the movie. But honestly, I'm kind of glad they didn't. I mean, they could have hired like Brad Pitt or something to play Harry, and just like, I don't want the character ruined for me. Harry has one voice actor, the elusive Michael G, which I can find nothing on. You don't even get his real last name, and I really like Michael G's performance. That is the only voice Harry should ever have. Okay, is that where I go? Also, a lot of like tense music. What? No, I go to the basement store now. You get like a shortcut through the nurse center as well as that shortcut. I don't know. Convoluted path here. But yeah, that movie. It could have been. It could have been really good. And I mean, don't get me started on the Resident Evil movies. They all suck. Movies derived from video games like always suck, and they're only made. Okay, where's they going? Oh, to the basement. I need to get in the elevator there. Whoa, that was a weird. Whoa, what the fuck? I don't think I've ever heard that sound before. Oh man, that was a weird. At first, I was wondering if it was just something I was hearing like in the real world. I'm still not entirely sure it wasn't, but I mean, it was right in my ears. It was a weird. I don't know, interesting. I've never heard that sound effect before. There probably won't be any more Silent Hill movies, at least not by those directors and writers after the Silent Hill Revelations movie, which was an abysmal piece of crap. I actually didn't even think that Vincent was in the movie at first because his character was so not Vincent. They just made... Okay, I'll stop whining about it. It doesn't matter. I'll talk about that in Silent Hill 3. Okay, find the damn room. Come on, Harry. This is your fault. Also, Silent Hill 2 could also make a good movie, but I don't think anyone's got the nerve to touch it. Because everyone loves that game so fucking much. It's like everyone's favorite. And it's not like I can't see why, but... You don't want to take that drug, Harry? I used to do a lot of drugs when I was playing this game. Like, when I first played this game, I didn't really do any drugs, and I didn't like it nearly as much as I like it now. When I first played it, I just beat it once. And I didn't fuck with it for a while, but then I went back to playing Silent Hill 3 as I was watching a Let's Play of it. Oh wait, no, I can just go through. And I thought that one was my favorite after going back to it, and then, because initially I just thought Silent Hill 2 was my favorite. How do these vines get in there? And that's kind of cool that there's just like a bunch of vines overgrowing the gradient. But Just throw some alcohol on it. I always thought his head movement was kind of weird here. Let's disinfect those vines. Use the lighter it should have already had, but whatever. I like how it doesn't work at first. Yeah, you can't fuck with it. But yeah, Silent Hill 2 was initially just my favorite when I started playing them. Silent Hill 2 was the first one I beat. No, 4 was the first one I beat. Silent Hill 2 was the second one I beat. But Silent Hill 4 was not one of my favorites. I like that. Like I love stuff like this. Like now, take this hidden path down. I love like hidden paths, and now you're just in a really weird looking area that is kind of a contrast to the rest of the hospital. And oh shit. I like how enemies are just, they're suddenly there. It does overwhelm you, especially since I hadn't fought any enemies for a while, so I did kind of get lured into a false, oh my good lord, sense of security. Shit! Die! But yeah, like, I went back to Silent Hill 3 and thought it was my favorite, and then I went back to Silent Hill 2 and I was like, no, this one's still my favorite, and then I was like, you know, what the hell, I'll go back to Silent Hill 1, I only beat it once, and then I played it and I realized, no, this one is actually by far my favorite. My favorites of the game actually go like, completely in descending order of their release. Silent Hill 1 is my favorite, Silent Hill 2 is my second favorite, Silent Hill 3 is my third favorite. I don't have a map, so I'll be fucked. Silent Hill 1 and 2 were by far the best ones in my opinion, though. Ah, come on. Silent Hill 4 I still like, but I mean, it had a lot of things wrong with it. But it'll have a special place in my heart being the first one I ever played. Die! Okay. Oh, I already killed her. Oh, jeez! Good thing I got this camera. I do like how the melee combat is visceral. When you hit her, the controller kind of vibrates and it goes like, you know, it makes that noise. You gotta have that, or else you just like don't feel like you're doing anything. So a videotape. Another similarity to Silent Hill 2. And there is that usable VCR. Someone's breaking vials in here. I actually think that might be symbolic of the glass vials being broken earlier on in the game, but there's nothing in here but scary noises. No explanation. Haunted kitchen. Alright. Anyways. This is actually a pretty integral part of the game.
Looks like someone's been here.
Oh, am I supposed to press X? Alyssa. Oh, there's a key. A bed? What's it doing here? Who would... Oh, so cryptic. Why is he thinking in cryptic riddles? And there's just like odd, airy static noises. I like it. But that is a very important thing. Also, like, the first time I played Silent Hill and beat it, I really didn't understand the story because it does not fully explain the story to you. You really are, like, you're going to have to play it a couple times and you're going to have to do some research. For me to fully understand the game, I had to beat it quite a few times and actually watched an entire documentary on the game before I fully understood every little nuance. And I liked it enough to try and understand every little nuance. So what was that key? Examination room, right? Examination room key, yeah. I've been playing for like an hour. I wasn't going to, but I'm enjoying the game. And also bitching about the movies. You know, the Resident Evil movies could have made some really good movies too. I actually think they would have made better movies because you could just make like some cool like horror-themed action movies out of those. Which, I mean, it's what they did, but they didn't make good movies. There's the examination room on the first floor. Yeah, I mean, the main character just being some stupid bitch that isn't in any of the games, just whatever. That really annoys me. And the movies were popular too. At least the Silent Hill sequel, Silent Hill movie sequel, was universally panned. Everyone hated it. So I need to get to the medicine room. It's a pretty generic name of a room for a hospital, a medicine room. Every day in the medicine room. Although it's nice to be playing this on a day off. This is the first recording I've done where I've got the day off. It's nice. Although this is the middle of a sunny day, so the atmosphere isn't great. Some chick hiding under a desk. Her reaction is violently different from Kaufman's. Okay, maybe it's not violent, but it's in stark contrast to Kaufman's. Characters have so much personality.
Finally, someone else who's okay.
Who are you?
My name's Lisa Garland. What's yours?
Harry Mason.
Harry, tell me what's happening here. Where is everybody? I must have gotten knocked out. When I came to, everyone was gone. It's awful.
So you don't know anything either. Great. I just don't get it. It's like this is all some kind of bad dream.
Yeah, a living nightmare.
Let me ask you, have you seen a little girl around here? Short, black hair, 7 years old?
A 7-year-old girl. What, she's your daughter?
Yes.
A 7-year-old girl. I can't say that I have. I was unconscious all this time. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Do you know anything about all that weird stuff in the basement?
No? Why? Is there something down there?
You don't know? Don't you work here?
We're under strict orders never to enter the basement storeroom. So I really don't know. What did you say was down there?
Well, it's... Damn! My head.
What's wrong? Harry? Harry, let me help you. Harry?
Was I dreaming?
You were too late.
It's you.
Yes, Dahlia Gillespie.
What an entrance.
Tell me everything you know. What's going on?
Darkness. The town is being devoured by darkness. Strength must overcome petty desire, childish sleep talk. I knew this day would come.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this.
Believe the evidence of your eyes. The other church in this town, that is your destination. This is beyond my abilities. Only you can stop it now. Have you not seen the crest marked on the ground all over town?
So that's what I saw in the schoolyard. What does it mean?
It is the mark of Samael. Don't let it be completed.
Hey, wait!
Childish sleep talk. Don't forget that. Nothing helpful is key right there, man. So yeah, a lot of plot just happened, and boy, do I have some jabbering to do about it. Okay, yeah, you're in the same... Okay, again, same deal as before with the school. You're suddenly in some different version. Can I go out through here? Well, although it wasn't... You didn't do anything to directly transform it like you did with the school. You did basically nothing, other than you fucked around with the elevator and somehow opened up a floor that seemingly does not exist in any other capacity that allowed you to get... What? Why do you suddenly say that when I checked the... Well, huh. I don't know. But let me say, because a lot has happened. But yeah, so also the mark, you know, that Harry didn't remember seeing that there before. Well, you know, I leave the hospital now. That is apparently the mark of Samael, which is basically just the mark of Satan. Satan and Samael are basically synonymous. And, but Samael sounds more... I guess it's kind of like the difference between Greek and Roman gods, where they're the same thing, but they're still kind of different. The antique shop is all the way over there. I gotta go cross Coombe Street, up Simmons Street. Don't worry about Crichton or Sagan Street. Is there not a King Street? I thought there was. Get away, Animal. Okay, I'm actually gonna fight this enemy. I don't think it's freakishly easy, but this is one of my favorite parts of the game. When you come out here and there's just this weird noise. And it actually relates very well to the plot. At first I just thought it was a weird noise, but it does relate to the plot pretty well, but not, you know, you wouldn't understand quite yet. So, apparently there's these temporary intervals of, like, some kind of, you know, deformed version of the worlds. And you go in and out of it, seemingly changing reality. And Dahlia seems to understand what's happening and knows something about Cheryl, but won't divulge any information, but keeps giving you key items to help you along the way and kind of figure out what you're supposed to do. And, you know, she does not seem like she can be trusted. Oh man, that sound is so weird. I've always liked the sound. And Lisa, a nurse you discovered in the, deformed version of the world, because in the last deformed version of the world, you didn't meet any regular people. You know, and Kaufman you met in the regular hospital. Yeah, and this is the cutscene that played right as you entered that fourth floor. And Lisa seems to be like completely normal and like horribly afraid. And I have ran all the way over here without the antique shop key before. And coming on just the awesome part of the game here. I'm going to go ahead and save. I'm going to go ahead and stop. Because my alone time is coming to an end for the day.